Carlos Takam is a very, very tough fighter, and people are going to underestimate him in this fight because he's been brought in at last minute notice. But apparently what they did was, when they made the Pulev fight with 10 weeks to go, they'd got Takam on standby, keeping the gym just in case something happens with Pulev. Now, Takam keeps himself in shape all the time anyway. He's a great physical specimen. He's got a great engine, very, very tough, can take a shot as well. He's not he's perhaps not a one-punch dynamite knockout artist, but he's one of these that he wears you down and he can punch hard enough. Also, the big factor in this is that AJ's, over his last couple of fights, he's been preparing for big men. And for the Pulev fight, Pulev's a big man. And with Takam, you're talking about a man that's about 5'11". So he's gone from preparing somebody there to somebody there who's going to be coming in under. And what you'll find a lot of big men, Lennox Lewis used to say the same thing, he hated fighting guys that are smaller than him, rolling under his jab and coming over with hooks over the top. So he's not had much time to prepare for that. So listen, AJ, you've got to say he's the favourite, but Takam's a live opponent and a great replacement. Like I said, styles make fights, and Takam's completely different to what Pulev is, in stature, perhaps in work rate as well. He's got a good engine on him, and he will look to get on AJ's chest, put his head low, perhaps put his head on his chest, get his head underneath AJ's chin and give AJ problems that he's not really had before. Nobody's really managed to get onto his chest yet as such, as a professional. So you're coming in 10 days or so before a fight to prepare for that. It's a completely different fighter. But the thing is with Robert McCracken and the whole setup with Anthony Joshua right now is that they're building a package of a fighter. It's similar to what I do with my boxers. I don't prepare for one particular man. You prepare to make your fighter the best that he can be in any eventuality. So this is where we're going to see, what is Anthony Joshua like if he's put under pressure. If he can't keep Takam off him, and this goes a few rounds, this is interesting because, we know that he has been tired before, but then, you're talking about fighters like Klitschko that have tested him, and Klitschko hurt him. Anthony Joshua had unloaded previously. He'll learn from that not to just unload and leave himself open to running out of gas, but he gathered himself around and he came through it. That's great experience for a fighter, especially a fighter with, he's still relatively inexperienced. In Anthony Joshua is. So, he's going to learn from that and he will take it into this fight. He won't just go out there blasting and thinking he's getting rid of him, because he'll have McCracken in his ear saying to him, listen, you've got to be clever with this kid, especially early doors. Bust him up behind the jab and then see, if you can start dropping your right hands in and taking him out later doors. No, I don't know whether it's deep water, but I certainly see him giving him rounds because Takam is very, very tough. He likes to move his head, drop down low, and like I said, Joshua's a big man and he's going to be punching downwards now. I do think he will stop him. I think it's an accumulation of punches, and I perhaps think it'd be in between 7 and 9 rounds maybe.